Ebimobo, the girl who dared to dream, an Emago-Kugbo story. In the creek-wrapped village of Emago-Kugbo, where canoes outnumber cars and the tides tell time, lived a girl everyone overlooked except destiny. Her name was Ebimobo, meaning good heart in the Ijaw tongue. She had no shoes, no father, no inheritance, just a mother who cleaned fish for market and a dream too big for their leaking canoe. Ebimobo was different, not because of her face, round and plain, not because of her voice, but because of the way she saw herself. Every evening, while others fetched water or played by the river bank, Ebimobo would climb a tree behind her mother's hut and look into the distance, whispering, "One day I will leave this village, not to run away, but to return changed." Her village people laughed at her. They called her Ebi the dreamer. Even her uncles told her, "You are just a creek girl. Your destiny ends where the water dries." But one day changed everything. It was during the inter-village canoe festival, the only time outsiders visit Emago-Kugbo. A handsome young man came with one of the dignitaries from Ogbonwari kingdom. He wore simple clothes, but had the passion of a man who had been trained for command. His name is Taminoimi. Taminoimi noticed Ebimobo, not because of her beauty, but because of how she handled a situation where two children fell into the water during a race. She dove in before anyone else moved, pulled both of them out, fearless. Afterward, he approached her. He asked her, "Why did you risk it?" And she said, "Because I knew I could help." Naminemi smiled and walked away, but something had begun. A month later, a message arrived in Emago-Kugbo. The Pere, who is the king of Ogbonwari, had fallen gravely ill. He was seeking a successor not only to rule, but to lead with wisdom, humility, and courage. The king's son, Tamunoimi, would marry someone not from nobility, but from among the people. A search had begun for a woman of rare character. Ebimobo thought nothing of it. What did kings care for in Greek girls? Until one day she received a private visitor, Tamunoimi himself. He came not with guards or gifts, but with questions. He asked her, "How do you see leadership? What do you do when no one believes in you? Would you trade your comfort for a calling?" Ebimobo answered simply but truthfully. She spoke from her life, from fetching firewood barefoot, from feeding her mother with market scraps, from holding on to a dream that nobody shared. Weeks passed. One night, the village council summoned Ebimobo. A boat was waiting. "You have been chosen," they said, "to go, to be seen, to stand among royalty." Her mother cried. Her neighbors were stunned. In Ogbonwari, Ebimobo was tested, not by magic, but by attitude. The other women in the palace were daughters of chiefs. They mocked her accent. They scoffed at her rough hand. They whispered, "A girl who sells crayfish thinks she can wear a crown." But Ebimobo held her peace. Instead, she helped the kitchen staff clean after meals. She taught a little girl in the palace to read in Ijaw. She stayed quiet, steady, and faithful. Taminoimi watched all of it. Finally, the day came, a public gathering. The elders, the chiefs, the citizens. Taminoimi had to choose. Everyone expected the Perez niece to be chosen, who is Ayeba Priye. She is polished, poised, perfect, but Taminoimi walked past her, walked past all the others. He reached out and lifted Ebimobo's hand. "The woman I choose is not the loudest in the room, but the one whose silence taught us all something." Gasps filled the air, but then applause, real roar rising. Ebimobo was crowned, not because of beauty, not because of connections, but because of integrity, courage, and kindness. And so the girl from the forgotten village of Emago-Kugbo, the girl who once paddled a leaking canoe, became Queen Ebimobo of Ogbonwari, wife to a future king, and proof that no place is too small for greatness to rise. They say today, if you visit Emago-Kugbo, a new school stands by the river. It bears her name, the Ebimobo Center for Girls Who Dare to Dream. And on the wall, a quote is carved: "I was never just a village girl. I was a queen in training. I hope you enjoyed the story. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.